Being future ready is important because the rest of the life will be in the future. Why it has become critical is that the rate of change has become much faster than ever before. As humans, our memories are largely of an agricultural society and the more recent industrial society, and many of the values and thoughts and frameworks we have are related either of those two notions. Now, agricultural society, for example, gives a lot of emphasis on the land and the natural conditions, the environmental conditions, the soil conditions, and therefore certain agricultural products grew only in certain geographies, and that in fact today is one of the identities of geographical indicator. In the industrial age, production happened where the factories were. But in the current age and emerging age, which is largely called the knowledge economy, the means of production and the means of getting knowledge about the skills that are needed for production and work can be acquired almost anywhere and are independent of location, and that is where it becomes quite independent of history. And you can therefore see that new countries like Philippines will start doing work which they never did before, or they're no longer limited to crops which would naturally grow there. Therefore, it is very, very important for all of us to try to give up what we are conditioned to by the past and start preparing for the future. The future is full of challenges as well as opportunities. For a set of people who will cling to the past, it is challenges and they will therefore have to suffer. But for the others, this is opportunity. It's happened in the past. The Darwinian evolution theory, for example, talked about natural selection and the survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest actually meant those who were well prepared for the future. But Darwin took an entirely biological approach, a genetic approach, an approach which was related to, as you might call, natural selection. But today it is not only natural selection, it is added by the skills that people acquire and what they can do with the skills. Many people call this age the Anthropocene age, and the meaning of Anthropocene is that this is an age where humans will have a very high level of impact on nature, and the discourse that we see about things like climate change are actually an effect of humankind's sort of actions on the planet. Whereas all the earlier time, the influence of humans were almost insignificant compared to the forces of nature.